Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and well, before we get into behind the mask, I have to stop the overtime work I'm doing for work. I know it's a little redundant, but so is work. For those of you who don't know, I'm an IT manager, and computers are my game, so I'm working remotely on a couple things, and the funny thing is that 99% of my job can be done right from this room. But still have to go to the office. Work on that later. I'm at the point now where I need a break. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something I reviewed way back in the day. It's 2019 right now. And basically when I first started putting stuff on YouTube, I think this was 2011. 12. I don't even remember what year it was. It was 10 years after I started the website. So think of it that way. I reviewed Volcano. I'm going to review it again. Let's start with the figures first before we get into anything else. Now, I don't have the box. Actually, let's start with the box. I'm going to superimpose it up here, and I'm going to pull it up on my screen real quick. Now, we can talk about it, just kind of go over anything that's unique about it, and go from there. All right. So as I said, I don't own the box, but I know what it vaguely looks like. But I just want to make sure that what I'm looking at is accurate. So as I said, I'm going to superimpose it up here so you can see it too. The box. It's some of the Lance Anderson artwork again, and for the most part, it captures the toy as the live action shot here. And that was one of the cool things about these photos, is that it took the toy element and it made it real to life. So that way, you as a kid could correlate that to what you're actually tangibly holding. I always loved that. So that's the box, the front there. It says Motorized on it. Make sure that stood out. And I don't remember what this cost when it first came out, but I'm going to say it was higher just because it was Motorized. Plus, it was a larger set too. This was probably on par with Rhino from Series 1, but you also had Outlaw and Volcano in this set. So I don't know. It would be nice to get my hands on some of those 1987 or 85 to 87 wish books that had the stuff in it. If you have any of those, send them along, because I'd love to see just like what they were going for retail. Sears, Target, Toys R Us, wherever they were sold. If you have any, send them along. But yeah, so it looks fine. It looks like the toy. We got a couple figures with it, and here's the figures here on the screen, but I'm also going to hold them up. So you got Matt and Jacques here, and if you have more of the figures than what you just have, like if you have some of the figure packs over in Europe, they did repaints of these figures for some reason, and you got that out of it. And Jacques actually got repainted again for the Glider Strike Adventure Pack that I'll talk about someday, but not right now. So yeah, I think that might be the record actually for the original run, not including the Playful line, because a lot of those bodies were reused. Yeah, unless my math's off, which could be because I suck at math. I'm an IT manager. I'm not good at math. Good at coding, which doesn't make sense either. But basically, if a computer gets in my way, I don't let it stop me. I always win. So yeah, yeah. Oh wait. Hondo from Hurricane, and then the Adventure Pack in Europe, and then Sea Attack Hondo. I'll post them up here. They all have the same body, so there's a tie. Not to go off on a tangent there, but I wanted to make sure I got it right. So Volcano itself is gigantic. Mine's a little dusty because it's on the bottom shelf. Even though it's glass, you're still gonna need to dust your stuff off from time to time. So keep that in mind. And most of the elements work on this. I know the motorized function works, so we'll test that on the ground in a couple of seconds here after I go through this. But basically, you have a giant brick, and you had to have the casing of the motor in here somewhere. The batteries would go in down here, and I forget exactly what battery they were. I want to say, yep, C batteries. Okay, read the box. I'm not going to take it out because it still actually works. I'm going to leave it as it is. There you go, batteries right here. So you can pop this down to get the batteries in right there. I'm missing the sunroof part here, but what we're going to do is we're going to pop it up. Every time I do something pops up and breaks. Jeez. All right. Give me a second here. I get this back on. Every time. Me. I need another set of hands on this here. There we go. All right. Whew. Okay. So it pops up, and you get the tank kind of cannon up here, and then you have see, like if you had the sunroof there, it would kind of flip down to reveal what goes on in there. So you can have Jacques up here going to town, and then Matt inside. See if I can get him in there without it, without anything blowing up on me here. My bulldog's still broken, by the way, but that's another day. There you go. So you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. Now, in order to turn on the mechanism to get it going, I'm going to see if I can hold it up without these guys falling. There's an on-off here, and then you have normal and attack. I don't remember which one does what. So before we do this, I'm going to switch cameras, and we'll take it from there. So give me 1 second.
All right, we got the wheels going. We're gonna try to get through that hoop. Ready? Go! Oh, it's going off course. Huh. I kind of feel like that's not what would happen in the show. But this is a normal mode, so let's try attack mode. Hold on. So you see there's two modes here, normal and attack. Now we're going to go in attack mode. Ready? Attack. Up. Up. This is M.A.S.K starting out. This is like a, you know, an origin story. They're just trying to figure out how to do stuff here. Okay. Put the camera down for a second and let's reset. Okay, so as an IT manager, I have random hard drives laying around everywhere. So I'm going to see if this can get over that. I think I have it lined up right, so I'm going to turn it on. I think I got it right. It pushed it. All right. Come on. Okay. Go. Can it do anything? All right, let's try something else. Resetting again. All right, we'll reset. My least favorite toy. You guys ready? You guys ready? Go! Okay. All right. Well, I give it. No. I was gonna say I give it like a little bit of leeway here because it is how many years old and it's still running. That's an improvement over most of them. But we couldn't even run over this piece of crap. Resetting one more time for maximum destruction. All right, let's see what happens here. Go. Okay. I got one more thing to try. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give this a very sad, very sad review overall. It's got to at least get over one of these things. One more setup. We have our target lined up, guys. In the distance. You see it? You lined up? All right. 3, 2, 1, kill. He's got like tire burn. That's it. Was it meant to like not do anything? Because that's what it's doing. It's doing nothing. Failure is an option when it comes to this, I guess.
So kind of see that the crushing power, we'll call it, is non-existent. But I said it during that little segment there, that the fact that it still runs, and it runs pretty well. And I remember being that loud when I was younger. Like, I remember that. One thing I forgot to point out is that the tires come out here, like when it's in attack mode or defense mode, or whatever you want to call it. And I don't remember in the cartoon if these were like a kind of like a trap on the road. I don't remember. If you remember that, let me know. Yeah, but they slide out to a certain point. You can pop them out and pop them back in. All 4 of them do it. The chrome parts here move around, and pretty much you got that's about it. You got this. I could do this. Can you do that? You can't do that. Come on. But yeah, overall, like the one thing about this vehicle, the one thing that really sucks about it, and it's not the vehicle itself. It's the fact that it weighs so damn much. So when you buy one, you're paying about $25 for shipping on it. And the vehicle itself, because it was so overproduced, this was one of the ones that had a lot of production because of the motorization. It's so overproduced, you might pay $18 for a good working order one of these, $18 to $25. And that's like, I don't have all the elements. I think I paid about 20 for it, but I also paid 25 to ship. And this was a couple of years ago. And of course, like everything else that I reviewed for you guys, I can't get the damn thing back down. And I learned my lesson from Bulldog. I'm not going to jam it in, and I'm not going to attempt it. I'll try it in a little bit when I don't want to just try to jam it down and put it away. So if you don't have it in your collection, wait a little bit on this. Wait until one, you have space, because it does take up a ton of space. If you're just starting out in your collection, you want to get the essentials and some of the smaller items. If you're trying to get some of the harder to find things, start smaller. Start with like Jackal / Barracuda. Start with Fire Force. Start with things like that. Start with some of those elements that you can actually display in a way that will work. And then when you have space like I do to be able to display them all, then get into that. Because the worst thing you can do is get something like this that you want to display, but you can't do it. So you just put it anywhere and then it looks messy. If that's the best you can do, do it. But if you're trying to accomplish something else, wait a little bit on it. So yeah, I hold fond memories of this, but because it couldn't kill Billboard Blast or T-Bob, it made me sad. So until next time, this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com. I hope this isn't broken. Spectrum's got such supervision.